Welcome to Chroma Grid, a Sommarhack 2024 production, brought to you by these lovely people. Chroma Grid is a puzzle game and it is meant to be challenging, meaning that it can also be quite hard to get started with. The first 5 levels are designed to be a tutorial of sorts to get you started with the general rules of the game. In addition to these tutorial levels, there is also in-game help that is describing the rules of the game in details, all from the basic, what the different types of tiles do, to how scoring works. Now, this is admittedly a wall of text, and if an image is worth 1,000 words, then surely a video is worth 1,000,000 words. So let's play through the first 5 tutorial levels and talk about them a little bit. The goal of each level is to color the tiles with these target markers to their blue or yellow color. So yellow here, blue over here, and we can see in the remaining count here how many of these target markers we have. The only move that you can make is to either place a yellow orb with the left mouse button or a blue orb with the right mouse button. You can also click on a existing orb on the board to pick them up. If you hear this little tock noise, then you have an illegal move and you can't do it, either because it's one of these blocked tiles or you're trying to play something outside of the board. An orb is fused when it is adjacent to 3 other orbs. Oops, I'm taking too much time. So an orb is fused when it is adjacent to 3 other orbs of the same color. So here, for example, if I place a yellow orb here, it would be adjacent to this one, and that one for a total count of 3, and it will disappear. The order in which you place them doesn't matter. So if I place a blue here, the pre-existing orb here will now be adjacent to this one, and this one that I'm going to place, and will be removed and fused. When I place an orb, all of the tiles are going to be evaluated simultaneously. So if I place a blue orb here, and I'm going to place a blue orb here, then this existing orb is going to be adjacent to 3 orbs. This one, and this one. And this orb that I'm going to place is also going to be adjacent to 3 other orbs, as in the left one, above it, and to the right of it. And both of them are going to be fused and removed at once. This scales to as many tiles as you can have adjacent to each other. So down here for the gold ones, I can place one there, and if I place one here, then all 4 will be disappearing because all 4 are adjacent to the other 3 orbs. And I completed the first level, and that is the gist of Chroma Grid. Now, for the second level, we will look at how to make more playable tiles. As can be seen, all of these target markers, both the yellow and the blue ones, are on empty tiles. And if we try to place a yellow orb here, we will hear the tock, meaning that we can't place any orbs here. What we need to do is to place orbs on eligible tiles, and whenever we place an orb, that tile is now going to be copied horizontally and vertically, but not diagonally. So we add tiles of the same type adjacent to the tile that we placed it on, and we can continue building out what we need and place it. And we do the same thing for the blue, and quickly finish up this second level. This third level is a little bit more interesting and perhaps also more complicated as it introduces two new concepts. First, we have these magnetic tiles up here that we cannot pick up orbs from again. If we click on it, we hear the now familiar talk, and we cannot pick them up. We are also introduced to these glass tiles down here that can break. And we also learn that the type of tile that we place an orb on defines what tiles of orbs, the type of tiles that are added to the board. So if we place a blue orb here, we add regular tiles. And if we place a yellow orb over here, we add new glass tiles. If we are to remove an orb from these glass tiles, they will break, and we cannot place an orb on it again. Now let's restart the level and complete it as intended. As the help text says, we are supposed to build a bridge of tiles. We see that on the magnetic tile we can remove orbs if we fuse them, but we cannot remove them if we place them by removing them and just clicking. And obviously fusing is fine. And then we can do the yellow ones. And the level is complete. Level 4 is here to teach you about orbs as a limited resource. As we see here over on the right, we have a timer counting down. You probably know about that one already. But you also have an orb count where you have 0 yellow and 0 blue orbs. So if we try to place a yellow orb here, even though it is a legal move, we get the all too familiar talk sound, since we don't have any orbs yet. So what we need to do is pick up existing orbs, and we see the count go up, and we can now play those where we need them to be. And the same thing for the blue ones. And let's finish up the level. And that is something we should look out for. These are magnetic tiles. So since I place a yellow orb, I can only remove it by fusing. And I now have locked myself out of the level and will need to restart. So let's pick them up. Let's not click the wrong button and place the wrong colored orb. And the yellow ones. And finish off the level. For the fifth and final tutorial level, we have a hard lesson to learn. Sometimes we must play what seems like the wrong move in order to progress, and also think a couple of steps ahead. If we play the yellow orbs for these obvious tiles, then we lock ourselves out of this level, since there is now no way to color these blue tiles without also recoloring the middle tile to the wrong color, and we don't have enough orbs to do it again, and these are glass. So we need to restart and consider which order that we fuse in, as it can be very important. So if we start by fusing these all in blue, these 3 are now the correct color, and we can do the remaining tiles in yellow and finish the level. And with that, the training wheels are off, and I leave you to complete the remaining 25 levels as you see fit. I hope you enjoy this little game as much as we have enjoyed creating it for you.